Alright, we got some kind of little jump trail here. Oh, I'm ready to do it. Okay. Ooh, it's a big table.
What's up, you guys? Forrest here with the FoCo Flow Show, and we are still here in Fayetteville, West Virginia at the Arrowhead Bike Farm. Today's video, we're just going to give you an overview of what to expect if you are looking for a place to stay, camp, and ride. Arrowhead is awesome, super convenient, definitely a place to recommend. So, without further ado, let's get out there, find that flow.
Alright, we are at Arrowhead Bike Farm. We got camp set up thanks to the lovely and talented Mrs. Flow Show. And the littlest one is getting into trouble, right? No. Alright, let's go see what we're working with here. That's kind of our camp setup.
So if you're looking for a place to visit in New River Gorge National Park area, Fayetteville, West Virginia, the first thing to notice is that the park is actually pretty large, and it goes all the way down from south, like Beckley, West Virginia, all the way up to here in Fayetteville. All of the trails that we explored and where we stayed was right by that iconic, famous bridge. It goes across the Canyon of the East, as they call the New River Gorge, and I would really say that's probably where you want to go if you're really going here for the first time. It gives you access where this is located, just south of the bridge, and the Arrowhead trails that connect from the trails on the bike farm are really easily accessible. You can get right across one main road, and you follow some single track around, and you get to the Arrowhead trail system, and down to the coal mining trails that you can explore. And then, of course, getting back onto the car, you can go check out the New River boat tours that we did in a previous video, as well as some of the hikes like the Endless Wall. There's other parts to explore for New River National Park. It's like a much larger area to explore, but this really is where I think you should go for biking as well as hiking and rock climbing. And this is also near to the Gauley River and the New River, where the rapids go, and where that is the other reason you'd be exploring New River National Park. And that's really what gives Arrowhead such a premium location. And it's really easy to find, and it's 5-10 minutes from civilization. The Walmart was around the corner. We had to run out there, and that really gave it some nice proximity to civilization in case you needed some of the regular amenities that you might have forgotten for the campsite. For the mountain biker, there's an actual pump track right there on the grounds, which is super, super fun and gives you a little idea on how to progress and have a little bit of fun on the mountain bike. It also connects to single track trails with some jump lines, which is super fun as well. So you've got some trails that you can ride right there in and around the campsite in the main shop and hub there and restaurant. And there's lots of other ways to enjoy the trails, like we said, with access right across the street to the Arrowhead trails.
There we go. Alright, need to hit these with some speed. Got no speed. Got nothing.
In addition to the pump track and the jump line trails, there is also a great little hangout area with mezzanine and cornhole and a restaurant that serves cold beer and good food, and you can rent firewood for your campsite. And of course, you cannot forget the goats. They are for the most part friendly. Kids played in the pen with them almost at all times when they weren't at the campsite or going on an adventure. They butted heads and butted horns, but again, you can see here our girls and Forrest had a great time playing with them them and really enjoyed the petting zoo vibe that we got to go with the bikes and the camping. So as we pan across, you can kind of see the great hangout area, and there to the right is the restaurant. That's also where you get the firewood, and definitely makes it accessible there. There's a bike wash stand and hose, so you can hose down the bikes. That's the main road up ahead. Great place to store the bikes if you're going to go in for a quick bite to eat. And then there's a full functioning bike shop with repair technicians, as well as gear and apparel, and some of more than your basic bike needs that you might need to replace. I even tuned my derailleur that was popping all over the place and figured out what was wrong with it in less than an hour, and was able to get my bike up and running for the next ride, which is always super convenient. We picked up some swag, and if you bought a glass beer stein, then you got $1 off your first beer, which of course was super nice, so we love to see that. And then as we kind of cruise on in here, there's a wood-burning sauna that you could rent, which was a cool little amenity. The campsite itself was pretty flat, and there was some wood coverage, but not extensive wood cover, which I thought was interesting compared to some of the backcountry, more foresty campsites that we are used to. Not a lot of mountains or hills in this exact area, so it was pretty flat and kind of wide open. It got super busy here in the middle of October with lots of people, and an entire college rock climbing group was there from my alma mater, William & Mary. Shout out, go tribe, hark upon the gale. But overall, plenty of sites, but they do book up for the weekends in the fall foliage season. You got 2 main loops, one on the right and one on the left, and then there's some RV hookups on the main drag, which gives you some options for getting your campsite booked. All very easy and accessible, with one running water, toilets, as well as some porta potties in an emergency closer to the actual campsites. So in summary, as we hit another run down the Jumpline and then start to explore some of the single track behind the restaurant and bike shop, the Arrowhead Bike Farm and Campground is definitely a place that I would recommend in terms of an awesome, accessible camping option for staying in New River Gorge in close proximity to the New River Gorge famous bridge and a lot of the hikes and whitewater rafting launching areas, as well as pedal access to some of the best single track in the area. We even hit Wolf Creek Park that you saw in one of my other videos. That was only a 15-minute pedal from the campground as well. There's plenty of sites, and having a nice restaurant and running water as well as showers is super convenient, where you don't always get that in all of the places that you could camp. And again, having the opportunity to get settled in there and use that as base camp, but still in close proximity to Fayetteville, West Virginia, and the Walmart and the other amenities if you need to call an audible with your family of 5 like mine, then it gives you some options that aren't too bad. So in summary, definitely a good place to check out, not too expensive. Definitely a new destination that we'll keep on the bucket list that we want to explore some more, especially when Noel is older, do some whitewater rafting. And until next time, we'll leave you with this quick little run down one little mini jump, so you can get out there, find that flow.
Yep. Yep. Ooh.